Welcome. Joining me, Jabari. Hello, sir.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Happy to. So, GTH, GTH, and Yo-Yo Dude. Last one we have for the round of 16. Moving into the top 8 after this. So, 7 other participants have advanced. Comes down to these joins that top 8 in this bracket. Pretty exciting. Moving through the tournament quite nicely, and it's been a lot of fun thus far. But
Yep. Oh, you go ahead. I was just gonna say a little bit about Yo-Yo Dude. He's become quite the character in the Discord, notably going on a 1v1 Elo run up all the way to 1497, which definitely has gotten some attention from the other players in the low Elo bracket.
yeah, he's means business. Been playing a lot, having a lot of fun. Actually checked up on his profile myself, and good. He's having fun. No complaints. What's up, Otter? Welcome, welcome. Civ draft on the screen for you guys. Looks like GTH is actually gonna be called Githany, if that's pronounced correctly. But he has chosen the Mayans, Britons, Malians, and the Teutons. And then we have Yo-Yo Dude with Berbers, Aztecs, Turks, Balsivs, and Bulgarians. So very nice. Got some interesting Civ picks. I don't think we've seen Teutons or Turks. We might not even have seen Aztecs picked yet in this tournament, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Otter wanted to see whether he wanted to play on these maps. Hey, man. Worst thing that can happen is you have a good time and beam around a little bit. Speaking of, if anyone is interested in joining next round, there is the doc that you have to fill out. Sign up. We already have over 30 people for the second bracket, and going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say Otter's asking about prizes. I think Otter would play in the mid Elo bracket. I believe first place there was going to be 2,000 Banano, maybe a bit more, and then second place would probably be like 1,000 Banano, which is, I mean, for a low Elo tournament, a pretty big amount in my opinion.
Yeah, and I don't know exactly how we're breaking down the payouts, but gave top 16 payouts this one.
Yeah.
It's a
Yep, I believe it's.
small token of, you know, the banana, but it's still potassium filled.
Yeah, I mean the 19 Banano that the top 16 in this bracket get really is just a token, like you say. But as you go up in the brackets, as you place highly, you get kind of substantial amounts. And it looks like the first place prize in the top bracket is going to be over $200 USD's worth. So that's pretty juicy.
Yeah, for the top bracket though, mid bracket will be a little bit less, but nonetheless, we're gonna dive into what will be the last of the round of 16. I am loaded in and already at 15 seconds.
1 second, please. Let me get up there.
No problem. Yeah, Otter, it's pretty big. We're having a lot of fun with this one, and prize pool donations, everything has been wonderful. So it's allowed us to be a little bit more flexible than just paying out the top prize. So
Yep, and count me down.
3. Oh, Yo-Yo Dude in green, going to be playing as the Berbers here on Jungle Arabia with GTH as the Mayans. So, going to be a lot of fun here. And yes, Otto, I did cast and play in the Varga tournament. So, normal trees, not jungle trees. This is a good point. Sorry, but I'll let you talk to the map.
I like the look of these trees personally. I mean, Jungle Arabia is kind of already like an oxymoron. I don't believe there's too many jungles in Arabia. The whole thing's kind of a meme. Uh, you have the retro animals at least. The boar and the deer. You have a monkey. It's green. It's distinct from Arabia, and it feels like the jungle to me.
Yeah, it's Arabia-esque, and it's good enough for us. And it's been a lot of fun. We've had some really good matches on here, and I would expect that to continue. I mean, the map is a little bit interesting at times, but this is like a hidden cup 2 map, just re-rendered with the name, basically. So, lots to look forward here. And maps look decent for both players. I actually really like GTH's map. I think he could wall this gold in really nicely, be really safe on this side. Wood lines being his biggest issue, but all in all, he could actually wall in this whole corner if he so chose.
Yeah, that's actually Yo-Yo's base we're looking at right now, and it's a big wall off to get this corner, but that definitely looks like the correct walls to go for. Compared to what people need to wall today, these are some really small areas you need just to have an entire segment of the map walled off. Gith's Gith's space here is absolutely incredible, though. If I got Gith's map, I would just be so thrilled. Probably start walling like at this point in the game already.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking pretty good. Looks like the players had a little bit of a lag, but hopefully things worked out just fine for them. Didn't hear any complaints from them, so I assume things went well. Boar comes in safely using the TC trick, so see how that works out for him. Yo-Yo Dude also bringing in the boar, see if he does the TC trick. Honestly, to me, it's such a dangerous move, but I know everyone enjoys it, and there, he did use a little bit of one, but bouncing around a bit.
Yeah, the way these players do it, they're like making the mistake of re-garrisoning once they've tasked the TC to shoot the boar. Like that is how these accidents happen. You know, if you're gonna do the trick, you have to commit to not garrisoning the luring boar, or else you're really risking the boar going down to the TC.
Yeah, we've seen quite a few risky attacks on the boar with the TC, more so than I would have thought, and there's been more variations of bringing that boar in than I'd ever seen before in tournament play. So we'll see what
And
happens.
is this a pre-mill drush from Gith as Mayans here? This is a pretty high-level build if that's what he's going for.
I believe it is no mill. Barrack's already up, and he's already going after the gold. And with this map, honestly, Rush FC seems very likely.
Yeah, I like it a lot, though. I guess I recently played a tournament game as the Berbers, and the faster Vills really are so much better at avoiding infantry and just all sorts of pressure. Like, if my opponent was Berbers or Poles, even worse, I might opt out of any drush that I was thinking of.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting here. No gold taken for our Berber player yet, but he is also headed there, so he will have his own militia. It will be a little bit later to produce, as 2 already in the barracks here for GTH, but if he doesn't send them forward soon, I believe it will be a pretty decent exchange for both. Yo-Yo Dude will probably be okay with playing more defensively here, especially like you alluded to with those faster moving villagers.
Yep, and he's taking the extra gold here. I can assume that he's going for 3 militia himself, yeah? But it looks like Gith will be completely walled up on the front by the time they come in.
Yeah, and the monkey is just now headed in that direction. We're going to take a quick look at the scouting here, as GTH has yet to find his opponent as well, so this is a little bit of a trush for sure. It doesn't even know where his opponent is. Has a pretty good idea, though, at most cases, but if I could hit the right digits, there we go. Yo-Yo Dude, in the same boat, doesn't exactly know where his opponent is, probably has an idea, as woo indeed. We're going to have a militia losing over half of its HP here. Luckily for him, he's probably going to see this coming in now, though.
Yeah, I don't know if the Wolves had anything to do with that, and I wasn't actually checking the player's line of sight. The way that Yo-Yo's not reacting makes me think that he actually didn't see this. As he
Yeah,
loses a militia and a half to the Wolves, this is some devastating Gaia damage here.
it's continuing to happen as well. I mean, he is not attacking it, and this militia has lost so much HP. It's quite brutal here. 8 HP left, and the walls are up, fortunately, on this side, but these houses will go down relatively quickly with those new changes, and militia have done no damage whatsoever for Yo Dude.
Yeah, I mean, I can just assume that Yo-Yo's attention was elsewhere. I mean, he's gotten his walls down really quickly. He actually has had a lot of idle time as well. So overall, very rough start for Yo-Yo.
Yeah, I mean, he does have the monkey with the one militia. The other militia is headed forward. He's not going to come back to deal with this, it doesn't look like, just walling to the town center. He is taking some hunt out here with quite a few vills, which is kind of risky at this point, but Berber vills should be able to get back to the TC, no problem. Now, the uptime here, 27 pop, not going to be FC. Going up too quickly for that here. I think you'd have to go 30 pop to do an FC on top of the drush, but
Yeah, I mean,
overall, fully walled.
I'm saying looking at a Gith's draft, he seems like he's got a taste for archers. So I would expect him to go for some hard archers and feudal.
Gio's pointing out in chat the discrepancy between idle TC time, and it is pretty massive. Yo-Yo Dude is having a bit of a rough time here.
Yeah, but he is fully walled. He could plausibly take no damage from this men-at-arms that's coming in. Maybe he'll even get lucky and, yeah, get some TC damage in there.
Yep, and the drush on the other side just attacking a wall. With the monkey, though, that will do quite a bit of damage, but an archery range is going to be put it right behind there. So archers on their way. Scout monkey goes down for GTH. Won't have that anymore. But these militia, I feel like, have done a decent job to distract. But good play overall from both here.
Yep, and the lack of a men-at-arms click signals that Gith is definitely going FC. Can't really argue with that. Yo-Yo's not in bad shape himself to FC it. In the end, it looks like both players will be getting to Castle Age at a similar time, having taken minimal damage.
Yeah, Eco looks good for both. Blacksmith only one range down for GTH. Will be fully safe behind these walls. And Yo-Yo Dude shifted onto these farms a little bit later, so he's going to be up just slightly later. But he's actually just now in. So overall, pretty good build from both. A monkey just sounds evil attacking walls. So, are you thinking double range and then double stable? Or are you thinking triple stable for Yo-Yo Dude here?
Triple stable sounds pretty good. I mean, the Mayan player presumably will want to go crossbow, maybe mix in some eagles. Going Berber Knights against Mayans feels right to me.
Yeah, I agree. And honestly, I think with Berbers, you have to go triple stable 1 TC here. You can't let the Mayans get into the late game without having the risk of those being a problem down the road.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically a giant eco bonus for the Berbers that only pays off if you go Knights. And given his farm count, bills on gold, I would guess Yo-Yo's going to start slamming those stables soon.
I mean, he has one in the corner here, next to the blacksmith, but that is all at the moment. But the scouting, he did see the range, was attacking the walls right next to it, so he knows what's coming. Maybe he's gonna play this a little bit more defensive? We'll see here. Neither player sold stone, so it'll be interesting to see if we see these even.
Yeah, I don't think either player has a market, though, so the fact that they didn't sell stone doesn't mean too much.
Very true. Botkin arrow immediately. No crossbow just yet from GTH. Interesting maneuver. He will drop a second town center on his wood line here. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of that TC spot. It is only on wood. I feel like right in between the gold stone, where he's putting this next range, would have been the great town center position, but we'll see. Castle Age comes in. It will be double stable for Yo-Yo Dude here.
I guess if you only go 2 stables, you can get the upgrades quicker.
Yeah, I mean, it's still not an issue whatsoever. Crossbow is just now going to be coming in. The archer numbers are pretty low. The The idle TC time has cost the economy lead for Geodude, though, and it's looking very nice for GTH. If he can boom behind this with crossbows, and maybe even add monks to protect him behind these walls, I feel like he could have a very good economy lead to lead him into the late game here.
Yeah, monks for sure would feel pretty good. When the knights are still in small numbers, monks just absolutely swing battles.
Yeah, the militia here getting some scouting, but the wolves make quick work. The wolves on this map highly aggressive right now.
I mean, it is possible that they're playing with a difficulty level that's not standard. If you put it on extreme difficulty, I believe, the wolves actually attack from further away. And given the amount of wolf attacks we've seen, I'd venture to guess that they actually are on extreme difficulty or something like that.
Yeah, very well could be. And we do have a triple stable play here from Yo-Yo Dude. So he's going to go triple stables, and he has a Vil coming forward. Are we going to see triple stable siege?
Either a siege workshop or a monastery would do a lot of good to support these knights.
Very interesting. I mean, 2TC approach against Berbers is going to be very interesting to see happen. We are housed for both players at the moment. But triple stable, not a huge fan of his stable positions, but all these coming forward, not going to be a bad situation. And I'm kind of worried for GTH because there's not many places to run back here, and he still just has palisade walls on a lot of places. So, see if this eco boom pays off for GTH at all.
Yep, Gith is ahead like 10 Vils, plus he's on 2 TCs, though as I look, it looks like he's maybe not using multi-queue, and he only has 1 TC queued up at a time, so he's not pulling ahead in Vils as strongly as he could.
Yeah, it will be forward siege workshop. There are enough knights here, and definitely not enough military to defend this. And it looks like he's going to try to wall again behind this to buy time. I think that's really his best move. Not much more he could have done there, to be honest.
I mean, when you see this number of knights from your opponent, I think you kind of have to immediately go for pikemen or monks. Sorry. Yeah, just mass crossbows to beat 3 stable knights seems difficult.
Absolutely. Especially when you don't have many crossbows as it is. It's going to be very difficult. Adding in monks will be nice, but even adding in monks at this point, I don't know how much it's really going to save him. It's got 11 monks up against him that he can see, more being produced. And we have a siege workshop forward that she doesn't know about just yet, and he's about to find out about, and this could be a big boom. Nope, Manganos.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh, it is!
Oh god. Oh man. Well, Gift has a huge eco lead. Maybe this will just inspire him to tech switch to lose his entire crossbow.
Oh, I will heal you with a raid. Thank you, sir. Yeah, tech switch would have been good, but I feel like this is just such a rough spot. Villagers going down.
It's tech switch or GG at this point.
I think it's GG. There's no military. It's 22 to 19 military, but these crossbows, a lot of them are weak. 16 of them. There's enough knights here. They only have +1, but once the siege gets into play, kind of an issue. Nice quick wall for the villager here for GTH, but 1 monk conversions will help here.
Yep, I mean, maybe the monks will, like, scare the knights away or something like that. I mean, Gith is ahead by enough Vils that he can sustain heavy damage and still be on level footing economically. But, yeah, monks are not going to be enough at this point. You're going to need to mix in some pikes.
Yeah, +2 is soon to be in. Another archer range coming up for GTH. Thumbring coming in, which is huge here. But with siege and a lot of Vils in the danger zone right now, is the big shot gonna come in? No, he's gonna actually shoot away from the group. Awkward. The hectic mess in the base here, and now this crossbow mass gets destroyed, and we're down to 17 military here, and +2 is in. I feel like this is just GG. sadly.
Yeah, Gith needs to change what he's doing here one way or another. Maybe run some of this economy away. He's going to need time to build up a tech-switched army. The more I think about what needs to be done to stop this, the more it does seem like GG. Possibly not for another couple minutes, but it's difficult to see Gith coming back from this.
Yeah, +2 knights, though. It's not looking good. There's not enough crossbows here. There's no pikemen teched into yet. He's trying to wall up over here, but there's a hole between the barracks or the university and the archery range. There is a counter of a militia, in case you guys are wondering.
Might draw away Yo-Yo's attention for a second, but obviously it's just gonna pester a little, not do any real damage.
Yeah, I just saw it on the map. I was like, oh boy, we have a counterattack that I've been missing, and Yo-Yo Dude's losing vills. Nope, not the case. Just that militia from earlier on, getting some more value in for GTH. Crossbows have been eating mangonel shots. It's not even funny. The KD is 34-7 right now for Yo-Yo Dude. Still down in overall population. Crossbow numbers are growing, but
I mean, Gith is actually absolutely holding this. Yo-Yo's not taking down any TCs. He's just kind of, idling some military, idling this economy at the front. Gith is still maintaining a pretty huge Vil lead, and army numbers are about even. Like, maybe actually he is doing this with crossbow.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, though. I feel like these knights should have dove under this TC after the initial break-in and just thrown them away. I mean, I don't see why not. He had enough of production behind this, but he is a lot lower pop trying to save his numbers here. These crossbow numbers are growing quite swiftly now. I don't like what I'm seeing, but at the same time, it's working out all right here.
Yeah, maybe Yo-Yo just is averse to diving TCs in general.
I mean, he should dive. He's got enough military, even spreading out here, just to kill off the economy. As another mangonel shot lands, doesn't take any out, but takes a lot of HP down. Here's the dive we were talking about, and now this just feels very difficult to survive here. As the mangonel gets a huge shot, and this is GG for sure at this point now.
Yep, I guess he was just waiting for his moment to pounce. I won't criticize him for waiting until he could do so in overwhelming fashion.
Yeah, I feel like it was a very odd thing, and now Pikeman comes in. The Pikeman upgrade anyways. GTH gonna try to hold on here, but he's losing villagers everywhere. Still has the villager lead, but that is very quickly changing. Trying to drop more barracks right now, but don't think it's going to last.
I can't imagine these knights ever getting cleaned up. I feel like the GG will be called while they're still running all over these farms.
Yeah, absolutely. But, like you said, giving himself time and not diving right away, saving for the moment that he chose, can't argue with that.
I personally would never call GG in a tournament game with the score lead, and Gith, surprisingly, I guess it must just be total resources gathered or something, has a considerable score lead, so perhaps he's actually thinking that he's in a favorable position, and truthfully, as Yo-Yo gives all the farm space back, Gith is able to use his larger economy again.
Yeah, and he still has the population lead here, or just tied up at 66, but military numbers very low.
Yeah, it's like Yo-Yo's afraid of a couple monks and some TC fire when, he could just hang out on these farms, hang out under these TCs, idle essentially the entire economy from the opponent. It would cost him some knights, but honestly, he probably wouldn't lose many more than he's streaming in.
Yeah, I mean, nonetheless, he's all over his opponent here. I have not even looked at Yo-Yo's base, but maybe twice in this one, and Yo-Yo Dude is continually pulling back here. He's just gonna try to take out the town centers, it looks like. But it's very much a rough position for GTH now. He's teched into pikemen, has only produced, what, one pikeman? Maybe two?
I don't know, he's adding a...
Take out main. But
Yeah, he's adding a fourth TC to his opponent's one. Yo-Yo, I don't know, man. He's really failing to press his advantage here.
Yeah, I mean, and he's continually losing the knights to monk conversions. It's a very interesting position, but all in all, I think if he finally dives in and kills off all this farming eco, we should see this GG before too long.
We keep on suggesting that the GG is imminent, but I don't know. Gith has no reason to think that he's dead. Like I say, I mean, I guess the score is about to flip. That could signal something for him, but his position hasn't really gotten that much worse in the last 5 minutes.
I think that's because the last 5 minutes he's just been hanging on. But Town Center does go down here. It's going to be interesting to see how the rest of this one continues. As the GG does come in, Yo-Yo Dude will take the game, but GTH was like, have to kill me. I'm not giving up till you kill me, and I respect that move. And it makes your opponent think a little bit. I mean, GG's from both.
Waited for his starting TC to go down to call it. Respectable.
Yeah, Berber's very, very good with the cheap military. It's so hard to deal with that, especially going just straight crossbow. My opinion, at Pikeman a little earlier might have been a little bit better, but it's hard to say. But
I mean, archers can't take on triple stable knights. He did need to pike switch earlier, 100%.
So, quick check on the draft. Lions with the lose, Berbers with the win. So we've got a few civs left for each the next couple games. Going to be a ton of fun. I will heal you. Thank you. We love this tournament as well. But guys, we're going to dive into game number 2 here in just a moment, which will be on the home map of GTH, which I kept Discord up. But here we go.
Monkey Lanes.
Monkey Lanes on its way in. Oh, I like the Civ matchup. I will be at 5 seconds.
Count it.
3, 2, 1, go. Why don't you go with the introduction?
All right, so here we're on Monkey Lanes again. This map is proving to be a player favorite. I feel like this must be the 4th time that we've seen it so far, at least. It's a very cool map, in my opinion. The players are in this middle lane to start, and as the game progresses, they break out into the sides, and there's a lot of extra resources out there. They can harass each other. But overall, it kind of feels like feudal play ends up deciding things. In the green, we have Yo-Yo Dude playing the Bulgarians. I think this has been picked previously on this map quite a bit. I personally don't understand the pick. I'm not a Bulgarians player myself, so I guess he's going for that fast man-at-arms with the instant upgrade. Men-at-arms have been a dominant strategy on this map, so it wouldn't surprise me if he's picking Bulgarians for that reason alone. On the other side, we have Gith with the Britons, which I think was kind of informally decided to be the top civ on this map. The way that almost all the action for the first hour takes place in this narrow lane means that a ball of Briton archers standing somewhere near the middle can pretty much range the entire field. And yeah, it just feels good to build up a nice archer mass as Britons on this map. Also, when it comes to feudal play, Britons 2 ranges, something like that, tends to work pretty well. Definitely dig the Civ pick from Gith here.
Yeah, I mean, Britons unofficially were decided to be a great Civ on this, but we've seen them defeated quite a few times, and it'll be interesting to see how players go here. If we're going to see heavy feudal, if we're going to see walls into castle age, we could see a sneak villager. We've seen a lot of sneaks. I know we've had quite a few different strategies going down here. It'll be interesting to see how players choose to play it. Hard matchup indeed, as everyone's talking in chat. Obviously, Bulgarians with the siege going to be very good against the Britons. for that reason alone. They do not get the last armor archer upgrade, I believe, though, so their skirms are essentially not worth going for. But Siege could be interesting. I think the early Man-at-Arms play could be pretty good here, though. There's only so many places to run and hide economy if they are to get in, and it will have to be nice and early so that you beat your opponent's walls.
Yep, and both players are already thinking of the correct forward house walls. This is good. It shows they're familiar with the map, though. This thing that Gith is doing here does seem a little weird with the wall bending back to this forest. Just walling straight across to the side, I think, would probably be more efficient. But I guess based on his scouting, it's not unreasonable to think this is a fight wall.
Yeah, and he has not scouted the other wood line there, so little unfortunate for him, but all in all, can't complain. Yo-Yo Dude, his scouting is looking a little bit better at the moment. He's gone forward here, sitting in a good position. Does lose a Vil to the elephant, though, and that is a bit unfortunate for Yo-Yo Dude here. A little bit of a setback here, nice and early.
Yeah, kind of sloppy starts in both games from Yo-Yo Dude. I think he might have nerves. He was actually saying that prior to this tournament, he had never won a single tournament match before. And I also happen to know that he's quite the young fellow. I believe he actually just had his 20th birthday in the last week. So, yeah, maybe the big time here is freaking him out.
Yeah, but Yo-Yo Dude will get his revenge on an enemy villager by blocking it with the monkey and laming in that manner. He may actually even be able to take the elephant. Took 0 damage here. So,
yeah, very good use of the monkey there for sure.
1 for 1. Yo-Yo Dude very aware of the situation. And yes, it was a great block. It's an interesting way to see the monkey used here. We have not seen it that before, that I'm aware of. I've casted all of these, so I'm pretty sure we haven't, but maybe I'm wrong or missed it. But it was an excellent way to use the monkey in this position.
Yeah, I mean, killing a Vil, taking no damage, it looks like he's going to have his pick of another one here almost.
Yeah, he does have Loom this time. He is taking some HP off of the monkey. If he was able to get that boar in, though, would be very worthwhile, as Yo-Yo Dude and GTH both on their way up. Yo-Yo Dude ever so slightly faster here. You have a barracks, you have militia scheduled to be programmed, but the house needed to be rushed down. 4 Vils rushing it out, so will be Man-at-Arms, and we have the monkey here for GTH.
Maybe gonna get some revenge on these Vils from Yo-Yo.
Too many of them, unfortunately.
Yeah, and Gith needs to basically just send 2 Vils out together to safely take this elephant.
Yeah, he's just sent one. He's hoping that this monkey had headed in another direction. He is taking the fight here. Oh, and it's going to be close. He may lose this. Oh,
ooh.
Tried for the quick wall. Another Vil goes down. The monkey getting the one kill, the elephant with the other. And that hurts for GTH here. Very difficult position. He's still open across the center, although it is kind of directing towards the town center. He is going to have the walls up in north, it looks like. But Man-at-Arms and villagers coming forward, so potentially Man-at-Arms towers here.
Yep, I like the play a lot, and when you say the Gith has walled kind of to funnel to the TC, I mean, either you're you're walled to the TC, or you're not walled, and he's looking a little bit not walled to me here.
Even with walls, towers, and Man-at-Arms, those walls aren't going to last long.
Yep, as the Men-at-Arms do choose to go in a direction that will take them into the walls, but in the current balance, Men-at-Arms can really just cruise through walls.
Yeah, so he is hurrying these walls up, trying to get everything dealt with. Will drop a barracks in the front as well, but Bill's likely going to drop a tower over here on this hill.
Yep, just looking for the right spot. Showing the Vils. So his opponent might, have a mind to get his counter tower ready.
Yeah, his stone is going to be blocked on the one side, but it will be safe in the back. Gold also safe in the back. Berries also behind walls and almost completely out at the moment. So even with this coming in here, it could be worse. All of his res is behind him. It's not the end of the world. Has some time to react. But behind this, 4 villagers on stones for Yo-Yo Dude. So towers will continue to come in here.
Yeah, but like you say, he's kind of breaking into a part of Gith's base, which is not really being used too much. It does look like Gith is actually setting up a lumber camp on this condemned side of his base right now, which might be a mistake. I was thinking that the best move would be to just move everything to the left side of the TC. And oh man, I do not like this tower here. They'll be able to hit it from the front. Though Yo-Yo, oof. I guess with the men-at-arms here, he should win this fight.
Yeah, and the Man-at-Arms get through the palisade that was barely touched. We have 3 Man-at-Arms and the monkey attacking. More villagers will go down here. And, that tower was just such a bad move. He preemptively placed it, and it was far too late. And now he's paying the price. The gold will be denied. He has no access to gold on this side now. He does have a few villas up here in the north that may go undiscovered. He could get on that, and oh no, another bad tower in my opinion for GTH.
Yeah, I mean, the Britain player needs to go for archers here. That's the way that they beat men-at-arms, and Gith does not look like he's on course to do that ever. So I'm kind of feeling like Yo-Yo is going to be able to GG this in feudal.
Yeah, and actually Yo-Yo is gonna go to the gold over here and wall it in as well. So gold will be completely denied from the Britain player. And we don't even have an archery range. All we have is barracks. GTH is a terrible position here. Soon to be without access to gold.
And GTH's tower not even walled in there. If the men-at-arms and vills came over, I think they could probably just take it down without almost any damage.
Yeah, but he's just gonna try to pick off a vill here. Then he will decide to take it. So, all in all, it's looking real bad now. Gold's gonna be walled in. Another tower, a useless tower in the north here for Yo-Yo Dude, I feel like. But at the very least, it will connect the towers and be able to keep it up a little bit easier here.
Yeah, I mean, he set his vills forward with the purpose of towering, and not every tower needs to be super effective. He's just kind of strengthening his stronghold here. You can probably tell that he's taken the game. I mean, his opponent has not showed any signs of successfully getting archers out, which is, the clock that you're racing against when you're going men-at-arms here. Must be feeling pretty good about his position.
Yeah, and one nice thing we are seeing is Yo-Yo Dude is walling in these towers as well. The tower is actually being repaired right now, but there's no military to defend it from it. So he's just going to repair this all day, burn through his resources. And another tower directly on the gold this time. And GTH will eventually run out of stone. If he doesn't run out of it in time, there may just be another tower placed to deal with that. As the range is coming down, looks like we can afford a few archers, but I don't know how well that's going to be effective, as one man-at-arms being sent towards this villager in the north, as well as the other one was sniped. Population is relatively even, but such a rough position here.
Yeah, I mean, Gith is just in pure survival mode. I guess he does have the range now. He hasn't queued the archer yet. It looks like he's going to click up, but I mean, the way this map works, Yo-Yo will have ample time to strengthen his defenses, and it's going to be forever until Gith is able to actually muster any sort of counterattack. I feel like Yo-Yo will be able to pull away an economy before then.
Yeah, and Yo-Yo Dude already has a bunch on food. He's got wheelbarrow coming in. He's shifted onto another gold mine, another stone mine. Can't rule out a Krapos drop coming forward at some point, as 2 towers are preemptively placed here as well for Yo-Yo Dude. This will deny even more position. The first good tower from GTH here. He responds with a tower here. Don't think he's going to deny the tower, though, and that will be even more of a nuisance.
Yeah, I mean, these men-at-arms and bills have just done tremendous economic damage. I'm actually surprised that Gith is apparently hanging on as well as he is.
Yeah, but these man-at-arms are now on the farm eco around the mill, and there's a skirmisher. The first military unit produced is a skirmisher, and it's already going to be taking a lot of damage and go down very quickly. Castle Age, I think, is Castle Age and GG here.
I don't think so. I'm sure that he'll make some sort of attempt at it. He's queuing the archers. I mean, just a couple crossbows could pretty easily take out these men-at-arms. He's going to be getting to Castle Age before his opponent. If you're not that far behind in score and you're an age ahead, there's no reason to call it.
Yeah, see what happens here. Tower War going on in the north. Blacksmith coming down here. Fletching coming in for Yo-Yo Dudes. These towers will have one additional range here. And Fletching coming in for GTH as well. See if he can clean this up.
Unfortunately, he can't afford either of the Castle Age upgrades for the archers.
Yeah, and he dives under the tower with the one archer and the skirmishers.
Okay, this Castle Age is feeling pretty underwhelming. If he calls GG as soon as Yo-Yo hits it, I would understand at this point.
Yeah, I mean, he finally took out that tower, but he's got some archers going to be able to do enough to take care of the man-at-arms, but I think we're going to see what I would imagine will be a forward Cray post or castle, as we do have Vills headed forward. They are hunters, so maybe they are not coming for the Cray post drop, but honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if that does occur at some point.
But as was acknowledged in the chat, with this Civ matchup, Geth does kind of win at late game. And you know what? He's not dying here. He's not calling it. Is it possible that he actually holds and comes back?
We'll see. Forward stable, we're going to need +2 for the archers. And we still have no gold access. So the best thing at this point, actually, is that GTH is going to chop through to this lane and find gold.
Yep, and Yo-Yo's not chopping either side whatsoever, which is not something I've ever seen a player do on this map. He's going to not have any access to those outer resources. Gith is going to be able to harass him with those Briton archers from the other sides of the wood line. This is actually not looking good at all late game for Yo-Yo if he runs out of these little tree patches near his TC.
Yeah, we're going to see a castle or a Cray post, though. And I think we're going to see the stable is up, so I think we're going to see that switch soon. Yeah, Cray post, get out of my game, Cray post. Like, how much more on the TC do you want it?
Yep, it's on the TC. He knows that Gith has been, struggling to take stone, using it all on towers and for repairs. Probably correctly assesses that Gith is unlikely to be able to slam a counter castle or anything for this. But you know what? Gith moving to the outside, like he's positioning himself very well for the late game.
Yeah, he's been in a good position as far as his mental space goes here, but I think, yeah, the Knights, as soon as the Knights start to come in, which already have +2 defense, by the way, going to be very difficult, especially with only 3 crossbows in the field here.
Yeah, I mean, I just keep on trying to see the bright side for Gith. And as these Knights come in, Gith's military is just looking so small.
Yeah, I mean, I love your optimism. Unfortunately, I have none, and I think this is going to just spiral into a problem. I mean, he's doing decent keeping up with everything, but he's just ever so much behind. And if this goes to the late game, these towers and these Cray posts, all this gold and stone forward here, and then he could even chop to that third lane and have over half the map. It's going to be very difficult.
Yep, and Tech Chariot in the chat asking about the map. This is actually one of Hitch's maps. Banana is the only map that I programmed myself, and yeah, I wouldn't know where to start for trying to implement a map like this if I did have that idea, so credit to Hitch on this one.
Yep, Knights are in, coming forward, and a lot of villagers going to die here. Crossbows going to die here. These 4 knights already killed 8, 9 units, and trying to wall up that he has made it to this outer lane. Has 1 villager left remaining, maybe 2 or 3 in this middle side, but essentially GTH has been stricken to one side of the map, and the knight actually gets in here as villagers go out. Palisade gates won't last long. The knight spam continues. It's 3 stable knights now.
Such a mistake to let that knight in. If he were to just stonewall this, he would actually have a pretty impenetrable barrier here.
Yeah, but now here come more vills, and I would imagine this will be another Cray post, and he's just gonna wait till he bring it into the town center here.
Yeah, I guess even stonewalls won't hold for very long if Yo-Yo's able to Cray post crawl this.
Yeah, and there's no hole, so this will have to wait until it's battered down, but there are a lot of vills here that can assist with that. Not going to do that, just going to refocus for knights, but if this Cray post goes up, I can't tell. I don't know if that's in range, that he might be able to deny it.
I think that the vills will be safe on the far side of it, but Gith is just absolutely done for here.
Oh.
He's lost.
Stone gate. It's a beautiful quick wall, but it will not last long.
Yeah, as Gith has lost, 80% of the buildings he's built all game. He's got no standing army. The score is just overwhelmingly out of his favor. This is looking very desperate.
Yep, Craypoth's gonna be coming in here if Yo-Yo Dude realizes he has to kill another palisade wall. An emergency tower. I think GTH knows what's coming and he's just trying to salvage it in any way, shape, or form as 2 towers go down, but GG comes in. Yo-Yo Dude takes it 2 games to none. So Yo-Yo Dude, our first player to do some very aggressive strategies back-to-back here. Not seen him build a second town center in either game. So something we'll have to pay attention to come the round of 8.
Looking forward to see how Yo-Yo Dude does in this bracket. He's another one of those players who's already been asking if he can play in the mid bracket. Perhaps getting a little ahead of himself, as there are some really strong players in this one.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if he is of the... if he meets the expectations required for the mid bracket, he will be allowed to participate. But I agree with you. Worry about the bracket you're currently in, and we'll get back to him should we need to ask him if he wants to play in the next bracket. But nonetheless, Yo-Yo Dude is going to take it. If anyone wants to avoid spoilers, now would be the time to look away from the stream. We are going to update. The bracket has been updated up until this point, and we are going to see our last few matchups moving forward here. But if you guys are watching this, appreciate you guys hanging out. Get the likes, the follows, all of those good things. Guys, in the